Some of my favorite plastic bags have been collected since 2003 by women at the only all-women radio station in Baghdad. It's called Radio Almahaba, and they have been managing to stay afloat through, the Iraq War, bombings, arson, death threats. I'm on the board, and friends of mine are part of this radio station. They're amazing people. When I first started the project, I couldn't believe it. This is just when we were invading Iraq, and all of a sudden, these friends start sending me plastic bags that have Seatown on them, cars, American cars, Barbie. This is while there's no running water, no electricity, and the entire country is being bombed. I was amazed, and they said that for them it was important because they felt that art and a connection to that was important for their struggle. Over the years, this has continued endlessly. I can't tell you how many times I've had 200 neatly folded plastic bags arrive via my Iraqi friend who's an activist. And there's been times when he'll be at the border and he'll be saying, what are you doing with 200 plastic bags neatly folded? They've been confiscated at times, some haven't appeared. People were almost getting killed, and he would say, couldn't get the plastic bags out. I'd be like, you're not supposed to be thinking of the plastic bags when people's lives are at risk, which there is a daily occurrence. But under really extreme circumstances, the women and men from this radio station, Radio Almahaba, have really been a part of my project. And for me, that's a really important aspect, the community involvement and the different people that have been part of this in some way.
So your friends in Baghdad supply you with hundreds of these bags. Do you keep them together in singular pieces so that you know that they came from those particular people, or do you disperse them throughout the entire piece?
Well, both. A lot of times I keep them together. There's no problem with me remembering where they came from, plus they're really distinguished. You can tell, an Iraqi Barbie is what I call this one. But there's all kinds of other ones, and sometimes they're not just from Baghdad. They're from the Middle East. They might even be from Kurdistan, or they might be from Jordan or Syria. Because people are moving in spite of, giant crises. And I often use them together, but they've gotten me a lot of them. I mean, I've got thousands of others as well. So sometimes I integrate them, and I also love the colors, the graphics. They're pretty outrageous, and I've actually seen over time, as the American influence has become greater, the plastic bags have actually become fancier and heavier. Before they were like Seatown with the American cars on them, or 7-Eleven, and they were like those flimsy ones that probably rot better. Instead, now we're starting, as the rest of the world is getting more biodegradable ones, the ones that are coming from the Middle East, and especially Iraq now, are the heavy-duty, really expensive ones that were unthinkable before. So even little aspects of this, you start to notice via a collected, recycled bag.